turning in today?
Yeah, I'm turning in 2 AR-15 receivers.
Okay. Is it just the lower receiver?
It is just the lower receiver.
It's got to be fully functional is the only problem.
Hey everybody, just doing a video on the way to a gun buyback. Richland County, not the county themselves, but there are some community leaders who are putting on a gun buyback today. They're giving away $100 cash for every pistol and $250 for any assault weapons. I'm going to determine what their real reasons are for doing this gun buyback. And that's going to be tested using this. This is a receiver, which is the building block of an assault weapon. So either they're going to accept these lowers as assault weapons and I'm able to get $250 each, which I brought 2, or they lose anyway and I leave with it stating that, well, I'm free to go ahead and make this into an assault weapon. So let's see how that goes. All right, so already I just pulled up and I see across the street that there's probably about 20 Richland County Sheriff's Department units that are over there. It looks like they're gonna be the ones who are actually collecting the firearm. There are some guys here that look like they may be gun owners. One of them, he's got Montana tags, so I'm wondering if he's if he just recently moved to South Carolina. I would not expect that any of these other people in line are hardcore gun owners at all. Not really expecting that. So the thing kicks off in like 24 minutes. Got here a little early, but I am planning on going across the street and getting things started. So the question is, are they trying to get guns off the street or aren't they trying to get guns off the street? Okay, I just went over across the street to get a better idea of how they're staging things, and now I'm back in the car, gonna head on over there right now. Hey, I'm good. How about yourself?
You donating a weapon today?
Yeah.
Also, I'm with WLTX. Is there any chance I can interview?
If you'd like to.
After the process, I'll meet you around over there and just talk to you about what motivated you to donate.
Yeah, sure thing.
Okay, awesome thing. My name's Nate, by the way.
Johnny.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Nate.
I'll see you over there.
Yeah. Good. I got proof that I'm actually going to be on the news. Let's see if they'll air it.
You got a gun for turning in today?
Yeah, I'm turning in 2 AR-15 receivers.
Okay. Is it just the lower receiver?
It is just the lower receiver.
It's got to be fully functional is the only problem.
Ah, well, see, they didn't define that correctly.
Yeah,
so,
I don't think that they really did let everybody know fully sure. And the lower part is the actual firearm.
Yeah, that's firearm.
The barrel and the spring and the bolt and all that is really not the shooting mechanism.
Right.
The lower one is. But the way the church defined it, they said it's got to be an actual functioning firearm. Parts and pieces, they're not going to go for.
I saw in the article that they were going to define it based on the state's definition of an assault rifle. And our state doesn't define that.
It doesn't.
And neither does the feds. So I was here to get.
Some states do, but
yeah. So they're not accepting receivers.
Not just for a part of a gun. They're not going to do it.
Okay.
They're going. The pastor says it's got to be a fully functional firearm.
All right. So they're not accepting the receivers, which means that we can basically take these home and build them into AR-15s if we want to.
That's what I'm saying. Is if it was a fully functional gun, but I think the church has said they're just not going to take anything that's not a fully functional
That's
firearm.
fair. Is their choice. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
It's got some goodies in there. There's a card in there for some free food at one of the vendors.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
So I'm still going to go ahead and do the interview. Yeah.
So, if I get your first name, last name?
Johnny.
Last name?
King.
King. Okay, awesome. Is that just John?
That's correct.
Okay, awesome. What motivated you to come out today?
2 things. Number 1, the money. Number 2, to see how serious they were about getting guns off the street. Because the guns that I brought, they were not accepting. And it's surprising that they were doing that, specifically with them saying that they want to get AR-15s off the street. And I brought 2 AR-15 receivers, which is how the law defines the firearm. And they didn't accept it. So I'm basically left to lead in order to build 2 AR-15s. Other than that, I wanted to get money, but they didn't do that. So I don't think that they're very serious about getting guns off the street.
And you think that's an important thing to get guns off the street?
Yeah, but an event like that, it's not going to happen. I mean, if you look at the people who are going through it, it's mostly elderly folks. You don't see any criminals bringing their guns out here, so they're not going to get guns off the street. They're going to get guns out of people's house.
And you think that could be counterproductive or not help as much?
Certainly. Who knows who's watching this area right now? It could be some criminals who are looking to see who's leaving without a firearm. They could follow them home. They can decide to do whatever they want to, knowing that the person's not armed anymore. So yes, it could definitely be counterproductive.
Interesting. I think those are my questions. I think you bring up a lot of good points. I appreciate that.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, just as a quick recap, I made every attempt to give them AR-15s, which they say they want to get off the streets, and they refused them. I even did an interview just now with the news and gave them my points as to how this is counterproductive, and we'll see. I'll let you see both sides of things. Thanks for watching.